Okay, can we be like so for real? Nothing is more discouraging than making content, like putting time and effort and energy into content and then it not making sales. It's discouraging. And if I didn't make sales off of every reel I ever put out on Instagram, I would probably quit too. So really want to validate you in that discouraging feeling because I would be feeling the exact same way. But the good news is I not only do I get paid for every single reel that I post on Instagram, but I make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling digital products with Instagram. I'm going to pull up proof so you feel comfortable knowing that I'm the real deal. Let me show you. Okay, I want to share my screen here to kind of show you what we're looking at. So this is my Sam cart. This is where I make sales. This was January. Let's skip to, well, first we'll do this year. We'll do this year. And you can see here, this year, we're about halfway through the year. We've already done 3.2 million. This is not website sales. This is not YouTube sales that I make from a different platform on YouTube. This is just one of my platforms where I take money. I take money in other places, but this is the bulk of it. So I just like to show you this one. Last year, we did, we're on track to double last year because last year for the whole year, we only did 3.3 million. This year, we're halfway through. So we just got done with June. You can see here, June was our biggest month ever. If it'll load, we just showed that one like a second ago. It was like, yeah, 3.2. So June was our biggest month ever at 620. And then I want to show, it will take a second, so bear with me, but I want to do all time. So it's going to take a second to load because that's like a ton of data. But you can see here we've done over $12 million in digital product sales. So I actually wrote a book on it. I highly recommend, oh, you can't even see me because it's way too tiny. Hang on, let's fix it. So I wrote a book on everything that you need to know about digital product sales, including all kinds of just very helpful charts, some automations that you need to know. I will send you a copy of this book for free. I highly recommend you grab it. We're going to go into selling digital products with Reels and on Instagram and what to do if you're not getting views and you're not getting sales from it. But if you want to go even deeper on all of this, I highly, highly recommend you get a copy of this book. I just put a ton of just like really important stuff in here, including, just like what should your marketing, here's an example, like what should your marketing plan be, right? If you're trying to make a ton of money with digital products. So I'll put a link for it in the description. I'm happy to give you a copy of it for free. Just some really, really good stuff, like how to make your digital products go viral. Highly recommend it. I'm obsessed with it. I just published it and I published it last month and then it immediately became outdated because we made $1 million. So we went from like 11 million to 12 million. So it immediately became outdated, but it's okay. It's fine. So most people put out reel after reel after reel and they effort after effort, and they see zero sales. And so I want to validate that it's really discouraging and I want to help you fix it together. Okay. So we're going to do this together. We're going to fix it. And basically, if it's okay with you, I review students' content all the time. I look at content all the time. I'm in the content world. I'm in the Instagram Reels world. I know why your Reels aren't getting views, and views equals sales. So when I say I know why your stuff isn't getting views, I also mean I know why it's not getting sales. And so I see a ton of content mistakes that are really costing you sales. It's keeping you stuck and essentially like burnt out hobbyist, where you're making all this content, you're doing all these things, but you're staying a hobbyist. And so if it's okay with you, I would like to get your permission to be as blunt as possible so we can just fix the problem. So can I just tell you your content sucks? Or can I just tell you why your content sucks? Or can I tell you what you might consider to trying so your content doesn't suck? Can I just have your permission to be as blunt as possible so we can fix it? If that's yes, okay, keep watching. If you're watching past this point, dun, 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 I'll assume that you're okay with me telling you exactly why your stuff isn't making you money, why your reels aren't getting views, why you're not getting sales. There's basically five things that you're doing that's causing your reels to push away customers. So basically, if you're doing content right, reels act like a magnet drawing in customers. That's how they are for me. Every reel I put out, I make money, tons, thousands of dollars every time I publish a reel. That's because my reels are working for me and they're drawing in not just people, but my customers. So your reels are probably doing the opposite, where people see your reels and they literally have a negative visceral response and they don't want to buy from you. So it's not just that they're neutral, it's that most content that I see, the kind of content I want to talk about here, it's not just that it's neutral. It's not just that people aren't seeing it. It's like when people see your stuff, on the rare occasion they do, when people see it, it creates a negative visceral response in their body. And so they scroll away quickly. So then the algorithm, it's like this like terrible domino effect, because then the algorithm punishes you because people scroll past your content, right? If your content isn't engaging and people swipe up, then they're less likely to show your content in the feed. So you get punished by pushing away customers, but you also get punished because Instagram sends your content less and less and less to people. So we really want to fix it. Basically, all of that to say we want to fix this. So what causes Reels to push away customers? There's 5 main things. I have a little list that I printed off because I've been like doing YouTube videos today. So my lists are like looking crazier and crazier. Okay. 1, terrible video footage. Nothing is worse. When I say terrible video footage, I mean bad lighting, grainy quality, not eye-catching, doesn't look like you know what you're doing, like your body language is saying amateur. The lighting is terrible. That's like a big one. Nothing's happening or nothing different is happening in the footage. I'll give you like a really practical pro tip. Put the color blue in your videos, like a blue wall, a blue sky. If you go to my Instagram account, or I can just even like show you if we want to, no, just go to my Instagram account in your own time because I want to stay focused. If you go to my Instagram account, which is just like @MariaWent, you'll see that so much of my footage has blue in it. This wall, why do you think we painted this wall blue? Because blue gets views. I can't explain it. And you know what's really crazy? Hold on, let me just put my phone into sleep mode. I don't know how those came through. What's really crazy is that someone told me that that's apparent. So I stumped this blue rule is an old marketing rule. I didn't even know that. It's an old marketing and video production rule that I didn't even know. I'd never heard of it. I just observed that when I put the color blue in my content, it got more views. And then I was sharing that tip to someone and they corroborated it and said, oh no, that's like I think it was a movie production thing. I think it was like a movie thing or a marketing thing. I don't remember. But it was like, I couldn't believe it. So that's the first thing. Second thing is amateur text mistake. So the font is too big. You've got too many colors. It's angled wrong, right? So keep your text smaller on the smaller side. Pretty much always have a white block and black text, or just white or black font. Don't do colors. Amateurs don't do color. Like amateurs do colors. Professionals don't do colors. Like if you ever look at the influencers you follow, their text is pretty much always white or black. For the most part, for the grand majority of the content creators you're following, it's white and black for a reason. Amateurs don't care about or don't think about readability. Pros care about readability. And so they're going to typically just have a P. Frankly, like on Instagram, it's white block, black text. If you want to just play it safe, do that. 3, this is what I wrote down. A weak sauce call to action that beats around the bush. So what do I mean by that? You are afraid of getting rejected. You are afraid of saying comment X below to get the freebie or whatever it might be, and then no one comments. So you're basically afraid to ask for the call to action, the thing you want them to do, because you are worried that they won't do it. So instead of like opening yourself up for rejection and having no one comment or no one do anything, you say, let me know if I can ever help you. My inbox is ready for you. I'm here to support you. You use soft language. And then you create the thing you're so afraid of, which is no one commenting. It takes bravery to say, comment more down below or comment freebie down below to get a copy of my free guide. Comment, I'm ready if you're ready to start working with me. It takes courage to put those kinds of comments out there because you're worried, well, it's going to be really obvious if I say that and then no one comments and it's going to be really embarrassing. But the problem is, the flip side is, if you don't do that, you're never going to get any engagement at all, so you have to be brave. So no weak sauce calls to action that beat around the bush. Just what do you want them to do? Tell them to do it. 4, if your link in bio isn't to your checkout page, change that immediately to the checkout page of one product, not your stand store linking to 5 products and a freebie. Go look at my Instagram and look at my link in bio. It links directly to one product, your checkout page of one product. that you're going to get sales just from doing that. Literally, if you could just do that, people will then click your bio. And I always use the aquarium lamp as an example because this is a real story that happened to me. This was about a year ago now. I think I've been telling the story for a year. I was on Instagram. I saw this reel come up and it was like POV, you bought your daughter a aquarium lamp for her as a gift. And it was this like retro aquarium lamp. And I was like, oh, I love that. So then I went to the account. It was really cute. It was like this little lamp where then the fish like, it's a horizontal lamp and then the fish like swim and then loop and then swim and then loop and then swim. And it's very relaxing. And I have a 3-year-old daughter in case you didn't know. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And then I went to it and the link in his bio was to the checkout page. And I bought this $47 lamp and now my daughter Ellie loves it. And I love sharing that example because that's exactly what's supposed to happen. People are supposed to see a reel. His call to action was like, click my link in bio and purchase. So then I went to the link in bio and I purchased it. And I love using that example because it's so random, but that's exactly what happened. And he got his $47 order from me. My lamp came like, 2 weeks later and we were all happy campers. That's exactly what should happen every time. Now, the fifth one is a little bit more intangible, but I think it's really important. If your viewers are unclear on what's happening in the video, they are going to click away. They are going to swipe away. So what does that mean? Unclear on what is happening. That means like I'm watching this reel and I'm really not sure what's happening, or I'm really not sure what you're talking about. I'm confused. People don't like to feel confused because when people feel confused, they feel stupid. And so a lot of times when I watch new people's content, I just have no idea what the F is going on in their videos. So they're like trying to tell a story and it's not, or they think they're making a clever point and it's just not landing. Like they haven't learned how to communicate via reels. It's actually a skill to communicate well over short form content. So my advice, if you're in the beginner stage and you're like, maybe I am the one doing this, or I'm trying to be almost like too smart for my own good or too clever, don't do that because that's probably not landing, and be very, very clear. If you are teaching people, let's just say, I'll use my gardening student as an example. Like if you're teaching people how to garden in your backyard on a budget, just talk about gardening in your backyard on a budget. So make reels on how to grow a year's worth of vegetables for $5. Like that would go viral. How to, I would do one where it's like you're harvesting all the stuff from your garden and then you like goes to like everyone eating the vegetables. Like it's very clear what's happening in a scene like that. Step one, we're picking the vegetables. Step two, we're serving the vegetables. It's very clear what's happening in each shot and each scene. And you need that level of clarity. So think about ask yourself the question, will everyone understand what's happening in this reel? If not, make it more simple. You don't understand how many people you're losing because of that. Okay, 3 bonus things, and then I'm going to tell you what to do to make reels that make money. So 3 bonus things that do not matter at all. 1, the way you look in the video at all, the shape of your body, how attractive you are. The proof of that is every viral content creator who looks exactly like you. And there are people who look exactly like you, who have the exact same body type as you. Every one of my students thinks that matters. The way you look in reels does not matter. People go viral all the time and they're in messy buns. People go viral all the time and they're on head to toe makeup. People go viral all the time and they're in the best shape of their life. People go viral all the time and they're in the worst shape of their life. It does not matter. How attractive you think you are does not matter at all. Now, you can do things to make yourself feel more confident. That's fine. But that actually does not matter. 2, trending audio does not matter at all. You see all these reels come up where it's like, your reel will go viral with this trending audio. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Trending audios have nothing to do with, you don't get a single damn view. Maybe we'll give you 1 view if you're using 1 extra view, if you're using a trending audio. It doesn't. No one in 2025 is going viral because they use a trending audio. Pick the music you like, take 3 seconds on it, and just let it be. Same thing with other things that used to work but don't anymore, like hashtags, right? Those kind of things, no. So the way you look in the video, that does not matter, and the trending audio does not matter. Now that you know what to do, now that you know what not to do, if you want to learn the right ways to make your reels, so if you want to know how to make reels that actually make money, go watch that video next. This one here.